Your beg journey has come to an end. You have 30 seconds to say goodbye and leave Big Brother's house. I'll see you soon.
Oh my God.
Never been nominated.
You guys, my body is shaking. Like, I'm literally shaking right now. I know that you might not be able to see it, but yeah, I'm just going to try and comport myself, and you know, so I'll be able to report this grand finale very, very well. So as you guys just saw in the video I just showed you guys, TULZ was the first person that left the house as expected, and he just had to throw in the never been nominated line. I'm like, okay. No problem. One thing I don't like right now, I'm still trying to see if I can find the voting polls. Maybe if I get it before I finish editing this video, I'm going to include it, but as of right now they've not shown that. So before I continue, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So how did live eviction show start? They began with a musical performance by Mikasa Music, and it was cool. It was nice that they started that way. Like, the stage is really, really nice. The stage is way better than, you know, Big Brother Nigeria one, from what I'm seeing. Like, you can really, really see everything that's going on, and it was bright and all. Then the ex-housemates now stepped in.
Oh, dinky bliss, love the block. Yes, working it. No man the gangster. No vino. See the leg, we see the leg. Knowledge.
Did you guys see that? Tabi is so extra. She's so extra. So they stepped in according to how they left the house, Velo and Dinky Bliss, just in that manner. Then the final 3 people that left the house now, you know, stepped in too. Let me show you guys their own videos.
Yeah. Ooh, loving it.
Woo! They were looking hot, sweet. I think everybody slayed. Like, all the housemates slayed. Their gowns, look at THATO's, you know, all of that was going on. Terry was looking hot, you know, Sister Mara was looking good. They were all looking good. I give them kudos. I think this is the best I've seen them looking. It's not that they are the first time that they entered the house, what they were wearing, that they say is summer vibes. No. So they now announced the winner of the Friday Arena Games, and it was Libo that was the winner. I told you guys in one of my videos that Libo might just win this thing because he has been winning the Arena Games a whole lot, and the times that he did not win, he was very close to the mark a bit at the time of the winner. So I just felt like it was going to be Libo, and when they announced that he was the one today, I was not surprised. He was extremely shocked.
You get the quickest time for the most games played over the season, so congratulations to you, brother.
Then Big Brother now started to give the housemates motivational speech. You know how they used to do now. Before you leave the house, Big Brother is going to talk to all of them one by one, trying to encourage them, tell them all the nice things that are going to meet outside. Just basically motivational speeches. And Mpho was literally crying, and you know.
Housemates, strive for that greatness. Always. Recognize that it will not be easy.
Then Lawrence now asked some of the housemates outside questions. I think the housemates that were outside answered more questions than those that were coming out today. So he asked BU whether he's still vegan. I'm like, Lawrence. He asked him if he's still vegan, and then asked him whether he's in a relationship. And BU was like, he didn't know how to answer. I don't know why he was like, you know.
I'm phenomenal. Thanks for asking, bro. Still vegan? Of course. In a relationship? Good tricky.
Then they now asked Terry about her relationship with Vino. That what's up? What's going on there? And Terry was like, they decided to keep their business private. So now they've gone private with their relationship, and I like that. I said this in one of my videos that I think it would be nice for them to go private, because when it comes to relationships, celebrity matters and relationships, it is to go like this. So I think it's a nice thing that they decided to keep it private.
Team of Vine, you together or what?
We keep things private around here.
So let's see how that privacy is going to go, whether it means that we're not going to see them at all, or maybe they will see them but they will not really let us know what is going on. Then this is when they now evicted TULZ. You guys have already seen the eviction video. For TULZ, they didn't ask him a lot of questions. It was mostly about food. They asked him about food, and he was just like, there was a lot of food in the house, He just explained why he ate so much. So they went out to a lot of questions. They just showed him his journey. Then they now went back in, Lawrence now went back in to evict Libo, of course, that one was not surprising. I think the bottom two was very predictable. I don't think there's anybody that did not know that Libo and TULZ would be like at the bottom two. So Libo and TULZ now Libo now left, and then he just hugged everybody and came out.
Your bacon journey has come to an end. So Hanzo Pogiskipa, your 30 seconds.
For Libo, they just asked him how he feels about the eviction. He's like the fact that he's out of the house. Guys, if you guys can hear a dog barking, just ignore. They asked him if he feels, how he feels. He said it's fine. Then asked him whether with Mpho, if he's going to have any kind of friendship with her, whether a relationship or maybe a platonic friendship, and he was like, no.
Romantic or even a platonic relationship with Wamadini? Honestly.
Even platonic friendship, nothing. I'm like, okay, it's all right. I felt like a platonic friendship was going to happen there because this final week they were really close and all, but apparently, according to him, he said there's nothing at all. Then the host on the other side spoke with Gashwan's mom, asked her a few questions about whether she's missing Gashwan, and she said yes. Asked what she's missing, and she said she's missing his food and then his smile. The lady is really pretty. She was looking really good.
Have you missed your son? A lot. What do you miss about your son? Because he likes to cook his food, and then his friendliness, he's always smiling.
Then this is where Lawrence now went back in to say the next person that was going to leave the house. You guys, I was just like, okay, the top three, we don't know who's going to leave next. I was honestly thinking that it was going to be Gashwan that will come out next, but when he now went, I'm like, okay, fingers crossed. Let's know what is happening here. So that's when they now called Themba that he was the next person to leave. I was so shocked, guys. Not for any reason, but for the fact that the way the game has been, right? I was just so shocked. So ignore my voice. The video that I'm about to play for you guys, just ignore my voice. Yo.
Themba, your journey ends here, my friend. You have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Is it like
30 seconds.
Wow. So that's how Themba left. He was not happy at all. He didn't seem like he was in the mood. I think he had an out of body experience. You guys know that Themba is always saying that people are going to have out of body experiences, and he was not one of those that had an out of body experience. He wasn't happy at all. So when he came out, not a lot of questions were also asked. They just asked him how he's feeling, and he said it's okay. That he's good, that it's what it is, it happens. I'm like, okay. Apparently he's saying he's good, so we're going to just take it that he's good.
I'm good. I'm betting P.
It is what it is.
Otherwise,
I'm good.
Then Lawrence now asked him about, what was his highlights of the house, like his highlight of the things that happened in the house. And he said it was the veto power that happened. And then Lawrence now also asked him whether he feels like that spoiled his game, or, whether it had any effect on his game. And it's like, no, like, he played the game the way he felt, he deemed fit, basically.
Definitely winning the veto power, bro. Yeah, winning the veto power. Nothing beats that, yeah.
So for me, let me just briefly say what I think about this whole situation when it comes to Themba. To be very honest, you guys know that the first month or the first 3 weeks, or in fact the first 4 weeks, it almost seemed like Themba was a clear winner. To be very honest, like he starts everywhere that you mention Themba, any poll that you mention Themba, it's always Themba that is winning. The conspiracy corner is what really messed up Themba's game. It's almost like I told you guys that when Themba moved away from Gashwan, and it's almost like he threw him under the bus, he kind of lost some fans, because the people that were supporting, a lot of people that were supporting Themba were also supporting Gashwan. So some people did not really take that well. And then secondly, it's not only that happened with Gashwan, there was also the thing of him now standing by TULZ and Libo that a lot of people did not really like per se. So it was like, oh, he's now with this trial. So I think he did lose some fans there. And then the fact that he wasn't up a lot, he had Mpho and Gashwan up a lot, and the more you stay up, the more you build your fan base. So all those nominations were just building their fan base. So the fact that he avoided nominations a whole lot kind of like, messed the whole thing. But of course, you cannot really know. But this is just me sharing my thoughts. So let's move on sharp onto the next thing. Then there was a performance, and I particularly liked that song. That's why I was saying that I was going to report about the song. I think that's like my best song from this like that's my best South African song from all the songs I've heard on their Saturday night parties. So let me just play it for you guys. I don't know what they're saying there, but I really like the song. I can't play a lot of it because, you know, copyright issues, but I really like that song. That's like my best song. I don't even know who even sang that song. On Big Brother page, they tagged Q, Mac, and TPZ, something like that. But that's like song of life. Then Lawrence now asked Nale, what's up with her life outside? And Nale was now like, she's enjoying outside. She's having more fun outside than she was having in the house. You know, Nale is always about let's have fun. So she just mentioned that she's having more fun outside the house.
How's life outside the house?
I'm having a lot more fun outside the house.
Ooh, really?
So Mpho and Gashwana had a final tour of the house. It was quite emotional. So they just walked around, you know, went to the bathroom and, you know, just looked at everywhere. I was like, oh. So this is the last time we're going to be seeing this house this year. Then after that, there was now that turning off of lights moment. That one is always very, very emotional too. I'm like, oh my god. Final day. So they turned off the lights and the final two people now came out. It was not time for the major news. There was also another performance. Let me see if I can find. In fact, I can't play that. I'm trying to avoid copyright, so let me just leave it on. But there was also another performance from another musician or like two other artists. Then for the questions that they asked them, for Mpho, they just asked her how she's feeling, and she said she's feeling good. Lawrence also asked about whether she's going to have any relationship with anybody or she's going to pursue anything with anybody outside of the house, and she said no, that the house was just a chapter of her life, and now she's moving on to another chapter, that all of that will be left in the past. I'm like, oh god.
I don't see myself being in a relationship with any of the housemates because that was a different chapter to my life. So I'm going on to the next one. So there.
So basically, this was like, this chapter is over, moving on to the next. So that's just what she said about you know, relationships and stuff. For Gashwan, Lawrence asked him what his highlight was in the house, and he said it was the build up of you know, getting to know THATO. In fact, he said Mrs. Immaculate. He called her Mrs. Immaculate. I'm like, Gashwan, you have not put a ring on the finger, so you cannot be missing her.
It has to be the build up to getting Mrs. Immaculate, who's never late, right on time. What a dime.
Then that's when they now came to announce the winner. It was a crazy something. See, this was the craziest season ever because I was so tense. I did not know who the winner was going to be. The winner was so unpredictable. So finally, Sha, let me just talk about the winner before I continue my talk. So this is when Mpho was announced as the winner of this season 3, Bekele Beke, week after week.
The winner of Bbmzansi season 3 is Mpho.
Wow!
It's crazy. It's massive. No lies about it. It's right here.
So baby girl was just jumping, crying, shouting. Oh god. See, I want to just give you guys kudos. Like Mzansi, you guys did a very good job this season. I think for me, the highlight of this season is the fact that the winner was very unpredictable. The winner was not chosen from the beginning. So I think that's the major reason why I like how it went today, because the initial winner, the one that people felt was going to win from the beginning was Themba, and then, you know, as time went on, things now changed. So I kind of like that. So this final week had a lot of tension because nobody really knew who had it, so everybody had to put in their best. So I'm going to give you guys kudos for that. For the most part, the past 3 seasons of Big Brother Naija that we've watched, or 4 seasons safe, the winner was just, you know, really predictable. I think it was just Miracle that was hard to, or that was not chosen from the beginning, but the rest, Lakon, White Money, you know, from the beginning, everybody was just like, so I give you guys kudos for that. So I think that's it for this video. If I find the voting results, I'm going to show you guys. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye, love you.